heels and a nice sweet top. Doing on our backs when we drop it like it's hot. I don't usually smoke, but here, do you have a light? It must be girls' night. Welcome back, guys, to Bimbo and Butch. I'm Emer. I am your resident Butch. I am a purveyor of sarcasm and allergic to awkward silence.
And I am Jenna, your favourite Bimbo, professional overthinker and collector of second-hand embarrassment. And today, Junior.
That's all, folks. Today, we're going to be talking about things that make you cringe. Second, we've both developed stutters at the start of this episode.
Because we're thinking of all the cringy things that we've done and we're like, fuck.
Things that make you cringe, second-hand embarrassment. And we have got loads and loads and loads. So what's one of the main things that makes you cringe, makes you die inside?
Because I see it most, it has to be things on social media. So things that people use. Like, I don't want to offend anyone either. Because I know a lot of people use these words, but the worst one for me is when people put up a family photo and they say, my team.
Oh, I've never seen anyone say that. Actually, I would write my squad. Or I would write squad goals.
Would you?
Aye, squad goals.
Squad goals.
Or love my fam.
Is this the hashtag or like singular words though?
Just words. Or we gif. But I'm millennial. Millennials love gifs.
Am I a millennial?
I think are you too old to be a millennial? Are you a boomer? No, I think you might be a millennial.
I'm 37. Work it out.
It probably is. It probably is a bit cringe. Would you never post anything like that?
I don't know why my team in particular.
Yeah.
When I see that, I'd be like, oh, is it because I don't have one?
You're like, nobody wants me on their team. You're fuming. You're absolutely raging.
I'm not on about like a gang of friends. I'm on about family photos. And they caption it, them, their husband and the children, and say, my team. No. It's nearly like, what do you mean your team? Team for what? Against what? Who?
The world.
Who's playing?
Against the world.
Maybe.
I'm all right with that.
What I mean.
I'm all right with that. I find it more awkward when people write cringy quotes, full-on quotes. So see what wrecks me.
Are you laughing at this? Is there anything that I've done that made you cringe?
Not just everything. Your whole social media presence. No. Do you ever see when somebody's at the gym and you know that's the first time they've been at the gym?
Right.
They're not regular gym goers. It's like me going to the gym.
Right.
First time my fat ass been in the gym, right?
Right.
And they'll write something like, pain is temporary. And I'm like, wise up. You were on the cross trainer for 8 minutes. Do you know what I mean? Like, you brought your iPad, you're watching Netflix. Like, what pain? They're acting like they've entered a bodybuilder competition. They're acting like they're you recovering from your spinal injury. They're like, pain is temporary. Do you know what I mean?
You put on 8 minutes, put on 80 days, and then set.
Oh my god! So that makes me cringe.
That's kind of like men who are going to weddings with a suit on.
Yeah.
And they put on like quotes about like being the man, being the main man, and like Peaky Blinder quotes and all.
Absolutely. Oh, it's weird. See, I wouldn't do any of that. Do you know what I mean?
What about the Be Kind Brigade?
That's what I was thinking as well. And it's always a bitch. It's always someone horrible.
See people who have in their bio, God, Christian, be happy, or be kind. They are so bad. If you have to proclaim and tell people that you love God and you are a Christian and that you are a kind person, I think you're trying to tell yourself that.
Well, more often than not, when I get trolled, the people do have that in their bio, or I'll get trolled and it'll be about appearance or something like that, and then you go on, the first thing it says is, be kind. And they've just said the most horrific things, and I'm like, you are deluded. You're absolutely deluded. So the be kind thing, yeah, it does get me.
Or mental health matters. And then they're on.
Except for yours.
Except for yours.
Emer.
I'm having such a bad day.
I know. I don't like you.
And then social media again, people checking into A&E. Like, sorry, are you not dead? Is that
okay,
not what A&E is for?
You okay, hon?
Accident or emergency? You have no time to be checking in.
I always think that's weird. But you know what the weird thing is? They never say what they're there for. Oh, they want you to ask. They just hint. can't believe this has happened to me.
Not again.
Not again. Not after the day not after the year I've had.
Not where I was expecting to spend my Friday.
Royal Victoria Hospital. You know what they say? You can't keep a trier down. All this stuff, and I'm like, what are they actually? They're in because they're, are they bored? There's nothing to do.
There's nothing else going on for them.
Do you know what I mean?
And then people head up, hun.
I keep your head up. You okay, hun? And then they always write back because I'm reading the comments.
And you're waiting to see where they're there.
Oh, I'm waiting to see, and they always write back, PMG, hun. I'm like, PM me.
And then you PM the person they PM'd and be like, is she alright?
PM, is she alright? Don't want to ask her out there stress.
She's
don't want to be
grand.
nosy. Just concerned about her.
It's an ungrown toenail.
I know. She hasn't been to the chiropodist. I know.
Using our good A&E services.
Absolutely. She had
what
too much
else?
Chinese. You know what I mean? Like it's never a spinal injury like you. It's never.
No, it's never not.
You know,
like I didn't have any time to check into A&E. Like
exactly.
My back fell off.
Yeah, and your limbs weren't working. You were paralysed. You couldn't check it.
Also,
you couldn't check it.
I was like, and mouthing, to the ambulance man, check me on.
Check me on Facebook, but don't.
My password is.
Don't tell them what it is. Don't tell them what it is.
But make sure and tag Royal Victoria Hospital so they know it's serious.
Absolutely, and say I don't need anything.
Why are we talking like this?
I thought we were just being you.
You don't talk like this when you break your back.
No, I thought you were just tired. I was just being you tired. Yeah, it is really, really weird. Also, do you ever see people and they post passive-aggressive quotes? And they're like, they'll post them to their Instagram story. But they've obviously had a fight with someone.
Aye.
They fell out with their ma. Or do you know what I mean?
Aye.
Or their boyfriends annoyed them. And they'll be like, there's people in this life that are not with your time. Don't let the haters get you down. All this
they'll
kind of
stab
thing.
you in the back and all.
Aye. And you're like, what age are you?
I know.
It'll be someone in their 50s. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
And you're like, that's like something you would do at school.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? And it's always these things that they think are deep. I read one the other day and somebody had written, the moon only shines because the sun let it. I was like, what the hell does that even mean? What does that mean? What does that mean?
What was accompanying this?
It was a quote with no
Just a
picture.
quote?
It was just a quote.
Oh.
The moon only shines because the sun let it. I was like, who's the sun? Who's the moon? What is this about?
What context?
Do you need? There was no context. This person was obviously having a bad day, or obviously has issues.
Jesus, if I'm having a bad day, it's a worse quote than that. I'm looking
I know. I just thought it was so weird. But I also think people like to just sound deep. Do you know what I mean? People just like to sound like they're saying something inspirational. And I just think, I don't know.
It can be cringy then. Instead of inspirational.
It can be cringy. I think sometimes it's very hard. Like the line between inspirational and cringy is really thin. Do you know what I mean? Like it's very, very difficult. And like I'm aware of that because if I'm doing my shows and I'm like talking about whatever personal stuff, like I am very aware this cannot be corny, this cannot be cheesy, or it's not going to land.
Yeah.
So I don't know if people just don't think about that. It's like it's like whenever Live, Laugh, Love was such a big thing. And
is that still going?
That's still going. That is still going.
Live, laugh, love.
I've been in the house recently and there's Live, Laugh, Love. Now, in theory, it's a good principle. But it's very played out. Live, laugh, love. And it's always people who are miserable and hate everybody.
And they ain't left.
And they're not laughing. They're not laughing. I love it. I know.
We have them in our house. No, Live, Laugh, Love is not something. It's very B&M. It spoils B&M.
Oh, totally.
I love B&M.
I love B&M. I'm a big B&M fan.
And Home Bargains. I love them. Love getting a wee mooch. Always going for one thing. Sure, come out with £100 worth of Live, Laugh, Loves.
You're like the embodiment of Live, Laugh, Love.
Why?
I don't know. You just look a bit Live, Laugh, Love.
Live, laugh,
oh long. My God! You know, whenever I was roasting you last week on the ChatGPT, was roasting you.
I cried myself to sleep.
One of the ones I didn't read out was it said that your jeans looked like they were pulled up to hide your lower back tattoo that says "Live, Laugh, Love." I swear to God, yeah, that's what ChatGPT said.
Well, it was they're actually pulled up to hide my spinal cord scar. So
excuse me. We get it. You broke your spine.
This is your weekly reminder that I broke my spine,
and I'm autistic.
I'm gay.
In case we didn't mention it.
That is our whole personality.
Absolutely. And Jenna got a nose job too, got her eyelids cut off. So what about do we have any actual stories of things that have made us cringe.
Yes. Like seeing your ex in public. Not even your ex, like, but someone that you even went on one date with. And you'd be like, you get the shudders. Oh. You get the heebie-jeebies.
I get the heebie-jeebies. I get the and it's just, how do you broach that situation?
And then when it's a mirror and you're still doing it, and you're like, it's yourself.
Absolutely. I had a very cringy moment yesterday.
Oh, just yesterday?
Just yesterday.
I would have thought just there. No.
Just there now, not all the time. So I'm very socially awkward. A bit. A little bit. And I was talking yesterday at a school, and it was to teachers and stuff like that there, and it was kind of, obviously I do gigs stuff, obviously people don't watch this, I'm a comedian, barely, and
here she goes again, in case she didn't know she's a fucking comedian.
In case you didn't know, I'm professionally funny. But I do a lot of stuff for like autism and things, so people often ask me, come to schools, talk to the teachers, give them a perspective of what it's like to be an autistic person, you know, 'cause some of the kids can't necessarily tell you. So I went yesterday and was doing that. It was great. It was really good. And one of the vice principal interviewed me, and it was a class school, and she was amazing. I loved her, and just had a great chat and everything. And then I did one of my songs after, which is called Perfectly Autistic, which is just dispelling stereotypes about being autistic. And like, it's quite an emotional song, and like people cry and all whenever I'm playing it, which is really weird.
It's because it's so touching.
It is a touching song. Yeah, it is. And there's obviously people there listening who, like, that was loads of teachers, but lots of them had their own autistic kids and stuff. So it is pretty emotional. But that was grand. So I
you're getting the creeps already.
I am. We were wearing headset mics.
Why?
Right?
Why?
Because it was in like a big assembly hall, and schools now have like money and stuff, like they have like really good AV and really good tech. So whenever I came in,
oh, you mean as a mic to speak so they could hear? Oh, I thought you meant everyone in the room was wearing them.
No, me and the vice principal. So we were wearing these like you know, like the Britney mics. We were wearing those because whenever I came in, they were like, "Oh, do you think you need a microphone?" And the thing is, there's maybe 100 of them there, but it was in a very big assembly hall, and you might not believe it with the magic Julie's doing my voice, but I have quite a soft voice. And whenever I go to things, the sound guys are always like, we can't hear you. So I always have to wear a mic.
Right, okay.
So that's grand. So we both had on these Britney mics, and at the end of it, like, this school had a sound man. Like, it was class.
Wow. So
he came over and he was like, you know, everyone was saying, oh, great job. And he was like, great job. And I went like this, and I said, thank you so much. I said, I really appreciate everything you did. Really appreciate all your help. Thank you so much. And he was like, the microphone. Give me the microphone. And all he wanted was me to take the mic off and hand it to him. And I shook. I gave him a very meaningful handshake. I thought, like,
extra long one.
Like a really heartfelt, like, thank you. And the way he put his hand out like this, I should have known. And I literally went, thank you so much, mate.
Kissed his ring and all.
Thank you. Like, and I could have died. And those kind of things happen to me all the time. And it was such a small thing, but because it was only yesterday, it's very fresh. It's been replaying. And then I was like, I should try and pass this off as a joke. And I was like, I can't, because I'm going to seem like a dick. You know, because it's not even funny.
Nothing coming that fast.
So then I just thought, like, he didn't say anything, and the vice president, like, but there were people, there was a group of us when this happened, and I thought, they all know, and they're all thinking, oh, God help her, that's the autism. And I was even more embarrassed at that, you know, because I was there talking about that, and it was really, oh my God, it was cringe. Like, it's making me cringe thinking about it. I hate cringy things.
Mine's like, this particular story is part cringe, part
minge.
Death and minge.
Always.
If you like. If you like it.
If the lady like.
So, I have a work van.
Yes, you do.
And it's black. And it says House of Sense. It's humongous. Well, it's not humongous, but it's a big black House of Sense van.
Oh, it's like a Berlingo or something.
It's a Berlingo, aye.
I know my cars because, you know, lesbian.
And then I have the silver one, which is that a Golf or a Polo?
I think you have a Golf.
I have that car 9 years and I can never remember if it's a Golf or Polo.
Nice car.
Right, so I've got those. So I always work obviously, with a work van. Because that's what you do with work vans. Emer, we work in them.
Yeah.
There's lots of storage in the back. But so anyway, I had to go around stocking all the shops.
Yeah.
And I'd come out that morning and my van's wheel was flat. So I thought, Christ, I'll take the car. It just means extra runs and whatever. Because it's small. So I was down, went to work, stocked the car up with all the stuff and then was going around everyone stocking. And because I be stocking everything, people come up and talk to you as well. And I be in sensory overload then. The sweat be stripping off me. And it was my last stop. So I come out of one of the biggest shops and the car park's huge. So I was walking over towards where I parked my van and I was like, could have swore my van was here. And like, it's the big house of sense van. Like, you can't miss it.
You can't miss it.
So I thought, right, I'll walk around here. And now I had all these crits and all as well. And I was like, right. So I sat them down in the middle of the car park. I was really looking. And I just realised that my keys were in it.
Oh, Jenna.
Right?
That's why you're the bimbo.
Right. Right. So I thought, no, I shouldn't be saying this. Most times I do leave my keys if I'm only scooting in.
People know now to look out for...
You still want the House of Sense van.
It's a Berlingo. They get something. All that lovely product, which
no, it's always the last stop. It's always the last stop. Nothing left. The rubbish, the dump runs left. Take it, do it, and bring it back. So I started squealing and crying, and I was like, "Someone stole my van! Like, why would someone steal my work van?" So I ran in. Well, I can't run, can't walk either.
You limped
I
in.
limped in with all my bags and my leftover stock, and I was like, "Someone stole my van." And the manager came out and was like, Jesus, Jenna, are you, like, was it here? Definitely. I was like, it's here, the space is empty, like, it was here, the black van. And it was like, no, there's definitely, it was like, we're going to, like, have to go back in the CCTV and whatever. And I was beside myself. I was like, oh my God, there's things in there belonging to my sister that I had to give back to her as well. So he was like, oh my God, quick, we'll go through the CCTV. As I'm ringing the police, I'm on the phone to the police right now. And I was standing like it's behind him. 101. Would you like to report a crime or an emergency? I said, what crime?
An emergency.
My work van. And they were like, right,
stole
okay.
my wax melt.
It's okay. As well, you'll not miss it. It's a black matte van, and the rage is. So your man then turned around to me, the manager, and was going through the CCTV, and he was all, hang up, and I was all, and he goes, Jenna, you came to work in your Golf.
Oh my God.
So I had to say, find the van, bye.
Oh, the robber has just returned the van. They're a very nice robber.
So he showed me the CCTV, me driving and parking it. Now, I went then, he showed me after, standing beside it all, scratching my head, looking for my van, standing beside my car.
Oh my God.
And that's why I proudly take the word, or the name,
Bimbo.
Sometimes
that is
smart.
hilarious.
But when I think about that now, for weeks after going into that particular shop with like all the wee young boys working there, like, I heard the crack, and I was all...
I know, he's just dying inside.
Imagine the police had came.
I
would have been done with wasting police time for being an absolute airhead.
You would have just had to keep the act up.
I would have had to just say, no, that's not me, that's an imposter. And then like, ran home.
Got the van, dumped us,
set it alight.
Burn it out. Everyone be like, what's that lovely smell? You'd be like, that's the baby powder one. We've just put that out recently.
Jenna's van was stolen today. Did you hear the crack? Me all, I know.
Oh my God, you need to keep up the pretense, because that is mortifying.
I think about that at least once or twice a day, especially when I'm getting, like, when I'm walking towards the van. I go, I thought I lost it.
That is cringy.
Or someone stole it.
Oh my God, that's very cringy. We had a cringy moment together recently. Do you not know about it? Let me get out my phone. So,
did you video something?
Jenna likes validation about her appearance, and she doesn't get it from me, right? So,
excuse me. No, I don't like validation.
So Jenna sent me a message on...
No, you like the photo.
Oh, yes. Sorry, excuse me. Jenna put up a photo of her and her wee boy. Were you going on holidays?
Aye.
And I also replied and said, have fun, you bitches. I said that.
You abused my son verbally.
And Jenna replied and said, honestly, do I look swanky? Like, abnormally swanky in that photo.
Should we show the photo? Oh, it won't come up.
I can't because it was a story. But she looked like this. She's like this.
For context, I had a lazy eye when I was younger. And I had to wear a patch for about 10 years to straighten it, but I still have a slight turn in my eye that I am very self-conscious about.
So Jenna said, do I look swanky? Do I look abnormally swanky in that? And I replied, now this was me being 1,000% serious. I wasn't being cheeky. I wasn't trying to be smart. I said, nah, you don't look abnormally swanky. Just your normal level of swanky. And Jenna said, you're supposed to say, no, Jenna, the 10 years of wearing an eye patch 24 hours a day paid off and you're not one bit swanky. And I said, sorry, did you mean your eyes? I haven't even looked at your eyes. And she said, oh my God, what other part of my body is swanky? If you say my nose, I will scream because Jenna just had a nose job. And I says, no, the nose is lovely. I'm actually killing myself laughing here. And she said, but what the hell are you seeing that's swanky if not my eyes? And I says, no, you look great. And she said, I'm messaging my cosmetic surgeon. I don't even know what I saw in your picture. To me, swanky. You did. Like, I've never even heard that phrase before, but you did look swanky. And I couldn't even describe what it was. Maybe it was everything.
What do you mean? I paid a lot of money to get everything straightened out. Why am I not still symmetrical?
Somebody's overrated, Jenna. So that was one of my cringe putting my foot in it moments. And those things happen to me.
And I spent my whole holiday hiding under an umbrella, analysing my off-balance body.
Killed her face. And then when I looked at your eyes, I was like, I know they are a bit googly. I'd never noticed. But now that you've drawn attention to them,
right.
Oh, jeez.
Thanks for alerting everyone to my swanky eyes. Oh my God, Emer, that was hilarious, actually, now that I think about it. But one that makes me cringe as well. Oh, we could go on forever, actually, about this. I was going for a massage. Now, me going for a massage, I'm such an awkward person. The fact that
I go for them all the time.
Do you not feel awkward now still, even though you go for them all the time?
No, I go once a week. Me awkward?
No, I mean, like, even though you've obviously built up some kind of rapport with this person. Are you still awkward?
I go to anybody and everybody.
I want about massages.
I don't feel one bit awkward. You mean taking your clothes off? Is that the awkward? I love
all of
it.
it.
No clothes on. No, I love it. I never feel awkward. I go to a great place in Belfast.
Socially awkward? Does it feel awkward? And the most awkward thing? Do you feel awkward, Julie? Sometimes massage? No?
She doesn't.
So right, okay, then it's just me. But I went for a massage and I be all awkward, obviously. So she was like, I think it was like a Thai massage. Her English wasn't the best. Yeah. And she was like, oil in your hair kind of thing. And I was like, no, because I have nanos and would pull them out. And I said, no, thanks. And she said, I will leave, stuff for you here and I'll meet you in the room again. This is a massage parlor.
Meet you in the bed.
No happy end in there. Right? So I open it up, the disposable pants that they give you, and it only had one big hole. And I was like,
one big hole?
I was like, do I need to rip the legs? Like leg dependent. I go on my bed, so it's like one size fit all. That's all right. So I ripped 2 holes in this pepper pants, right? Yeah. And I struggle and get them on, and they're so awkward feeling, aren't they? And then I put on the gown and whatever, and she I went up and sat in the bed. I was sitting all. She came in and she was like, "Where is hairnet?" And I said, "Oh, hairnet is now pants."
I thought it was a different kind of hairnet.
More hair down there. So I fucking made myself a pair of knickers. I had a shower cap. And I could barely breathe on them as well.
I'm going to pee myself. Oh my God, Jenna, there's something wrong with you. You're not right.
So that's why I couldn't enjoy the massage. She was all very tense. I was all, I'm fucking, get me out. I'm wearing a fucking shower cap as a pair of knickers. She's all, want to remove? Oh yes, please. She's all, I give you a fresh one. Man,
has she not given you underwear?
No. So that's what I mean. Like, Bimbo here has to be told exactly what each item is for, or else I will make up what it's for.
I cannot believe that.
I think maybe that's why I got embarrassed during that.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That was so funny.
I loved that. I had one recently. I think I have loads of ones, but I was hosting a thing recently. And I was so I was up on the stage, and
where you normally be when you host this.
Yeah, I was up on the stage and I was doing all the introductions and this person, and then it came to the last award of the night. It was a very emotional one because it was, you know, like a lifetime achievement award, and the person who had won it before, the year before they came up, they give a really, really emotional kind of talk about their past year and what it meant to win to them, and then a lovely talk about the people who were going to win it next. And they were kind of a bit teary, and because they were teary, oh
no. I love how we laugh when people cry. So bad.
For people who haven't seen me in real life, I'm kind of average height. I'm 5'6.5", right?
You're small. You're a squirt.
I'm not small. You're just exceptionally big. I'm average height. Well, I'm taller than average for a
I'm
UK
only
female.
5'8".
But I look smaller because I'm fat. You look taller because you're thin. Because you look more stretched. You look like, do you know them things outside car parks?
That's what I said. Outside car sales. Pimp me red. I'm doing that for Halloween. Sack Mayor Henley.
I'll be underneath you. I'll blow up you.
You'd love to blow up me.
So I basically, Jesus, what I said. So this person, I swear to God, they were about 7 foot, right? And the reason they were
male or female?
Well, both, because the person was a drag queen. Oh. So the person was already a very tall guy, and was wearing heels. Must have been that size, right?
You must have felt like
I felt like their child on the first day of school. I was like a wee squirt then. I just looked so insignificant. But imagine the scene, because there's this really tall, massive, glamorous, gorgeous drag queen in a very, very, very short dress.
Were you at that level of the dress?
Yeah, and I was like this wee child in a tux. We just looked bizarre together. But they were emotional because they were giving this talk and saying how much it meant to them. It was amazing. It was a very emotional talk because I didn't know the person and I didn't know the people who were going to win, and I was tearing up. So I didn't really know what to do. They're emotional, so I tapped them. But I kind of tapped them on the arse. In front of all these people, and I didn't really because you know, if you lean over like that, if you go like that, you kind of think you're touching somebody's back or whatever. But I kind of got like top of their thighs, their arse kind of, they're wearing this really short dress, and I was like, and then I think they thought I was reaching, for their hand. So she took my hand, So we held hands. For me, it was like. So we were holding hands. She was I guess, one of the here. We were standing there, and I just kept thinking, I don't know when is an appropriate time to let go of this person's hand. So then the other people came up to give their speech, and me and the person stood on the stage. They must have spoke for 20 minutes, and for 20 minutes, me and this person who was 2 foot taller than me stood on a stage in front of hundreds of people holding hands. I was just, oh my God, I just
have
kept
you any
thinking,
photos?
No, and I don't want to say I don't even want to say the person's name in case it embarrasses them. And because they were emotional, it was all in the moment. I don't know that they even noticed, but I would like to think that they were also thinking, who the hell am I? Why am I holding hands with this child? Do you know what I mean?
I'll take the wee autistic boy away.
Yeah, I'll help him. You know, I give him some sensory stimulation with wee hands, give him a wee squeeze. But we literally stood there, and I just kept thinking, this is so. I wouldn't hold someone's hand at the best of times. But we were literally standing on a stage in front of hundreds of people, just holding hands as if it was the most normal thing in the world. And I couldn't let go, and we only let go once I said, now still holding their hand, and the mic saying, and big congratulations to our winner of the Lifetime Achievement Award. And I'm just going to ask everybody to go off the stage. But they didn't let go of my hand. So it was like this. Everybody go off the stage. She walked across. And I was still standing still. And then it was like a really obvious let go. And it was so weird.
Everyone must have thought that these were partners or something.
They must have. They must have. And it was an LGBT event.
Oh, they definitely did.
So they definitely thought,
that's
something was going on there. But I nearly died. I was so embarrassed.
When
I think about it,
20 minutes long.
It did make me cry, and it was so hot, and I was sweating, and they were sweating,
and your wee tiny tucks.
And we've never met before. I know, when we talks for we we never had even met, and I just thought I am mortified. So, and they had massive hands and all, and I had to eat, you know what I mean? It was like. That was really embarrassing. That was only a couple of weeks ago. I know.
You must have felt like the bitch.
I know. I did feel like a wee bitch. That was exactly what it was like.
You know what it feels like every day for me?
Absolutely. Do you have any more cringe?
I have another big cringe. It's actually funny as well as cringy.
Yeah.
So my daddy is so funny, so unintentionally funny. Mm-hmm. He's such a joker and a prankster, and obviously that's where I get it from. Absolutely. God love him too. He has 4 daughters, no sons, and I think he treats me like the son that I never had.
4 daughters be very difficult.
So me and him have a good banter. He could say things to me that he probably wouldn't say to the rest of the sisters and whatever. So we're always
you're quite laddish. I know you're the bimbo, but you are kind of laddish.
I am, aren't I?
Male sense of humour.
Aye,
absolutely.
I really am.
Yeah.
I'm desperate. I'm terrible.
100%.
I've always had male friends. I've always worked on work sites and.
Yeah, you're probably used to it.
Aye, it's just so I am. I'm a man.
You are. Big fella.
Big fella. I'm my daddy's big fella. So I'm the son he never had. So anyway, we prank each other all the time. And I was stocking a shop, another shop in Derry, and I drove in and see my daddy at the ATM machine. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I'm going to prank him. So I pulled my van in tight behind another one, and I scooted up, and I got right behind him, and he just put his wee numbers in, and I was like, why is he taking so long? And I went right into his ear, and I went,
God,
give me all your money! And this wee man jumped and turned around and went, ah! And it wasn't my daddy.
Oh my God.
And I had a girl, I'm joking, I thought you were my daddy, so I'm not your daddy. I said, no, you're not my daddy. So people walking past, he was squealing, I'm not your daddy. And I was saying, you're not my daddy. And I'm not your daddy. I was like, I'm not robbing you. I'm so sorry. And then I had to go on in front of everyone and stalk it with an absolute beamer the whole time. And I think that man might have went under some type of cardiac arrest.
Sure he did. Imagine turning around, seeing this boy.
He's probably putting his number out. Why is there a shadow behind me? Why is who turned off the lights?
Godzilla.
Me lemon behind. With my big arms pressing the numbers for him. Taking out his cash for him.
That is terrible. Oh my God.
I couldn't wait to tell me, Daddy? And he literally could not breathe. He was like, that is the funniest thing ever.
That is so funny.
I thought it was him.
That is very, very funny.
So but I do and that's also another thing I think about a lot. When I see an ATM machine, I think, fuck mine, that wee man. I hope he's all right. I hope he didn't die that night.
Oh Jesus! Oh my God! I have one more. This is a cringe one. It's you'll maybe have heard this story, but it's about me and my ma. About the pizza.
Oh, I thought when she gave birth to you.
No, that was the biggest cringy moment for her. No, so this is something that my mum.
I think it.
Something that my mum said, which was the cringiest thing. I nearly died, but anyway, I talk about this on stage, so some people have heard this. But anyway, so I brought my mum to London for her 60th birthday. Wanted her to have a good birthday. I brought her to see Sister Act, right? And it was class. We had an amazing time. We both love music, right? Any kind of musical ability, I got it from my mum. I know.
Did your mummy sing as well then?
Yeah, she's actually quite well known. Do you not know this? Do you know this, Julie?
No.
No, she plays every Sunday in Strabane.
Britney
Spears.
Yeah. I knew.
She sings at mass every Sunday. So yeah, she's no, she does sing away. Like she's pretty naturally musical. She's a good singer and all this year. So we had a great time and all. We loved it. And then the next day we were going for food, and there was a Pizza Express, and my mum had never been to Pizza Express. And I was like, "Come on, let's go in here." And my mum was all to me, "Oh, do you know what? I'll pay for this, right?" And I was like, "That's very generous of you. Like, I've paid for the flights, accommodation, the tickets to the show. I've paid for everything since we got here, but that's grand. You can get us a buy one get one free pizza." So we went in, and my ma was like eating away, and like my ma loves eating. Like she's a big tall girl as well. Like she's not big, but she's tall and everything. She loves eating. And
why did you point at me and say
big tall girl? Like she's quite like you. You know,
really?
Yeah, she's tall and slender, and yeah, she'd be quite like you. Angular.
She needs a new shop.
Yeah. So basically, we were in, and then she says to me, "Oh, I feel a wee bit sick," and I thought, like, I gonna pay for it my arse. You're not gonna pay for anything. And next thing, and this is 100% true. Next thing, my ma collapsed, right, and she hit the deck, and we were in Pizza Express, and I was so embarrassed, right? I actually thought to myself, if it was socially acceptable, I'd just step over and leave, right? I was so embarrassed, and I didn't know what to do. And the woman at the table next to us, now she was unconscious, and the woman at the table next to us leaned over, and she goes to me, "Is she dead?" Right? And I thought, like, I hope she's not, do you know what I mean? And all I could think of was if my ma was dead, how would I get her home on Ryanair? Like, what are they going to charge me? Like, I can't afford that, do you know what I mean? That's all I could think. Like, what are they going to charge me to put a body bag on board? So I was like, she better not be doing it. It's like, wake up, ma'am.
You said you would pay.
I know, you said you would pay for the pizza, ma'am, remember? So then the girl's daughter was like, "Oh, I work in the theatre." And I was like, "Not the time, but great." And she says, "No, we've got a defib, but in the theatre it's really close by, you know, the..."
Oh, Jesus.
And like, because I used to work in the hospital and all, like I was like, right, we'll know how to use the defib, so I'll take everything off her in advance, so because you can't really be wearing any metal,
right?
So I started taking off her jewelry and like taking off,
you look like you're mugging her.
Yeah, her wee watch that I've liked for a while and all this here, and like she was wearing a bra, and I thought, what if there's wire in it? So I just put my hand up her top, like trying to take her bra off and all. Looked like I was just absolutely mugging her, pillaging her, whatever. So then the girl came over, the waitress, and she said to me, and I cannot believe she said this is 100% true. She goes to me, "Do you want to bring the rest of that pizza with you?" Right? And I was like, "Are you serious?" Like, my mask collapsed, and then I was like, "Of course I do. I box up a few extra garlic dips and all, right?" And the ambulance came, and me and my ma, and then the pizza went out to the ambulance, and we were brought to this amazing hospital in London, right? It was incredible. I was really happy actually we were in London because we got such good care.
I'm so glad she loved that part of the trip.
Oh, it was brilliant. It was like Grey's Anatomy. The doors were like, psh, I was like, it's class. So we were there, and they did all these scans and stuff with my mum, and they said, right, we've done a CT of her abdomen, and we have a few issues, so they brought me in to talk to me, like, on my own.
Oh my God.
And I was like, "Oh, just tell me, and what is it and all?" And they were like, "Her bowel's in the wrong place." And I was like, "Sorry, what? What do you mean?" I was like, where?
Is it back at Pizza Express?
Is it in Strabane? Like, what do you mean? Did she leave it somewhere? Do you know what I mean? She's very forgetful. And we went in to my ma then. And I says, your man says your bowel's in the wrong place. She was like, where is it? And the doctor says to me, it's nearly in her throat, right? What? I was like, I swear this is 100% true. I was like, what? And he was like,
here?
And I was here. And I was like, what? And I said, go and show me the scan, right? And he showed me and he's like, there it is. And I was like, I know, you're right, it is nearly in her throat. And I panicked and I said to him, is that why she talks so much shit, right? And me and my mum were laughing and laughing because we were just like, this is such a bizarre situation. And he then told me her lung was deflated, her bladder was deflated, her heart was in the wrong place. I was like, I knew that anyway. And her bowel was literally up here. So they brought in this.
Was she born?
I was like, Mum, seriously? So they brought in a trauma team. So it was me and my ma and this trauma team. And they were asking her stuff like, and would you ever have feces coming out of your mouth? she was like, not that I'm aware of. And I was like, I think you'd know.
Every day.
If there was shit coming out of your mouth, I think you'd know, Mum, right? So they were saying to her, like, you know, do you do... This only happens, like, it's a really rare thing. They said, like, it can happen if you've been in a really severe car accident.
That's what I was thinking.
And I says, no.
Was
like,
she shook?
I was like, no, she's not been in any
excessively
car
upside down or anything.
That's what they were saying. And they said, well, another way it can happen is if you fall out of an aeroplane and you twist and turn the whole way down.
Would she do?
So that your organs all end up in the wrong place. And I says, Mum, have you fallen out of an aeroplane?
That's something that would happen to me and I would forget.
And she was acting simple. She was like, no, I don't think so. And then the doctor, they went away, they came back, and they were like, we've never seen this so rare, blah. And then they said, do you do any extreme sports? And I was like, looking at him, and I was like, she's 60. Like, what extreme, and she's not athletic, and she's like, what extreme sports is my man going to be doing? And this was the bit that really, really embarrassed me. So it was me and my mum in this really fancy London hospital, all of these doctors in this trauma team, and my mum, when they said, do you have any extreme sports, she turned around and said to the doctor, well, doctor, sometimes I do the Zumba, right? So my ma, she's off Zumba and by Claire, Julie. My
Zumba's about 15 years ago.
Zumba that she does at nifty 50s, which she has aged out of now because she's 60, was an extreme sport. And here's the doctors now. Zumba, and is that something you do in Ireland? Or is it? And I was like, yes, it's actually, you know,
a tribal dance.
Yeah, you step side to side to kind of culturally appropriated Latin music, yeah. And they thought it was like, they were nearly acting like it was like cliff face climbing or like something like skydiving. And I was like, no, you literally step side to side. And they were like, and where's the extreme? And I was like, seriously? She goes to a class with these other middle-aged women, and they literally step, and they do fireball, do. That is what they do, and they dance to it, and they were so confused. And see what my mum said.
Did they not know what Zumba is?
No, these doctors didn't know. And whenever my mum said, well, sometimes I do the Zumba in response to the extreme sport, that was the most embarrassing moment of my life. And this is terrible. I started saying to them, she's confused. Could we do a CT brain? Because she is confused. Because I was so embarrassed. I thought, I'm not having them going and Googling Zumba. I'm thinking that in Ireland,
definitely did.
That we think that is an extreme sport. Do you know what I mean? So that was, honestly, that was the cringiest moment.
The woman sitting
of my
with
entire life.
up to your fucking neck, literally.
Yes.
Doesn't know
like,
whether she was...
She's like, maybe that happened. Maybe I shimmied a wee bit too much.
No, but... She did the hula hoop. Won the hula hoop competition.
Oh my god!
So
cringe.
what happened? Like, where is your mommy's bowels now?
They're still in London.
Here?
So basically, it's here. So basically, they think what happened is. Do you ever see those babies? I've only seen it in Grey's Anatomy, but where their organs are kind of on the outside of their body. I think it's like a version of that. So basically, what happened is she has a diaphragmatic hernia. Or a herniated diaphragm. So instead of her diaphragm being down here and keeping everything down here,
right,
her diaphragm is like this,
right,
and then down here and woo. But I think they think, and I think she's been born like that. And they said that you usually only discover that when you're doing an ultrasound of a woman when they're having a baby.
Right.
But my ma didn't get ultrasounds with us, so it's never been discovered.
So
they think that she ate the pizza because that's not really something my mum would have.
So the pizza made her boil shut up her throat.
Like, wing.
I don't like it.
No, so I think her bile and all sits there naturally.
That is so like when
they
she
think
has
that
to
she
do
had
a number 2, does she be all, oh, I have to go to the toilet. And while crumbs tonight.
She's like, I can do the fart in the jar.
Unlimited charge.
Like a production line. No, so I think her bile and all sits there normally. Everything sits like that. Like she's a wee bit Picasso, just naturally. It all kind of sits there. But I think she must have had the pizza. She must have had reflux or something must have swollen up. And it obviously made her go unconscious. Mental. Do you know what I mean? So it must have pressed on an artery or it must have pressed on a whatever. Isn't that crazy?
So me and your mom.
And I was mortified.
That is, I don't know what part of that you would be cringed at, because like if my mommy fell on the floor and died, I would not be one but cringe. I can't believe so many interactions happened over her supposed body in the middle of Pizza.
Oh, she was unconscious for the majority of the time in Pizza Hut or Pizza Express.
Sorry,
she was unconscious for all that time.
You said that I'm like your mommy.
Physically.
So I was born
with a diaphragmatic hernia. No. With a bile on your throat. With a bile on your boob. What is that? Is that why they had to take your boob off? Because your bile was there.
My heart was under my left armpit.
Oh my God.
So when we're on about we'll wrap up with this one because
like outside the body or inside the body.
It was boom, 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 and I never noticed it. No, I was. It was when I was about 21. I started getting chest pains, so I went to the chemist.
Right.
Could I speak to La Farmacia? I think I'm dying. So
and they're like, there's no heartbeat.
I had no idea what was going on. I was on the pill. That was it. That was all I knew. And they were like, oh, if you have chest pains, like you need to go to A&E. So I went to A&E and they did a scan of my chest and they were like, your heart is under your left armpit.
You're like, oh, there it is. I didn't see you there, buddy.
I was wondering what that was swinging down there. So I was like, what do you mean? So I had this, you can still kind of see it now. I have a dent there.
Yes.
Right. But before,
I've seen your dent. You showed me in there.
So before this, I was really, really concaved in. It was so concave that I used to sit. No, pigeon's opposite. Oh. This is pectus excavatum, it's called. So it was that deep that I used to be able to sit a big 2-litre bottle of Coke in it. And I thought it was a party trick. So when I was growing up...
Imagine having a hole in your chest, you put a bottle of Coke in it.
As I was growing up, the concave was getting deeper and deeper, like growing in like this. So I went to my mommy one day. So bearing in mind, this is very stressed woman, Muller, 4 daughters, all killing each other. Yeah. And I says, Mommy, I have a hole here. And she goes, oh, you're grand, I have one of them as well. So I just thought, God. Yeah, right, okay, this is normal, right? Okay, everyone has a hole. Like I didn't see there was no Google or anything back then. So whenever I was on A&E, they were like you need
death becomes her when the woman has the big hole.
You could see through it now. So they were like, you need to go to the Royal Victoria Hospital, like, and have surgery to get this sorted. So I did. I had to go and get heart and lung surgery. My scar goes this way, so all my organs are fixed in place. God. And it's metal here now to keep everything out straight, right? So the consultant said to me, look, what you have is called pectus excavatum. It's very rare. It's only in boys. I thought, my boy.
And you're a male.
So we added a penis on whenever you were under. To match up for the no tits. So they said to me, it's genetic. Has anyone else in your family got this? And I said, oh my God, my mommy does. And they were like, we really need to speak to her. You know, when she comes in at visiting time, tell her to come out and speak to us because she's going to need this surgery.
Imagine going on to visit somebody in the hospital and they're like, the OR's ready for you.
Sure, lift your top. So my mommy comes in with a chat and That's Life magazines for me. And they visit me and I says, Mommy, the consultant wants to talk to you. And she goes, oh, I'll go out and see him now. And she's all, what about? And I go, about the hole in your chest. And she goes, what hole in my chest? And I said, you told me you had a hole in my... And she says, I fucking told you that to get out of my sight. I was fucking watching EastEnders. I don't have a hole in my chest. I don't have that. So she had to sneak out.
Parenting?
Exactly. So I was like, when I was born, Mommy, did you not think, what is this hole in her chest?
Are you the youngest?
No, but I'm the runt. I'm the one that brung the least baller. Like, people forget about me. I'm easily forgotten.
Jesus Christ.
So I was totally forgot.
Could you imagine she's the one you forget about? She's the least attention seeker.
I know.
Oh my God.
Awful.
That's crazy.
So, had a hole in my chest, got it fixed. My mommy lied. Said that she had it. She had to sneak out. And then the consultant, I had to tell the consultant.
Your mum's
my
a liar.
Mum lied, and she almost let me die with a hole in my chest.
She's trying to get rid of one of these. She had too many at that point.
To be fair.
Right.
Anything to watch EastEnders or whatever it was. There was no pause back then either.
Do you know what? There was no pause. Fair enough. She was doing her best.
I would have done that to Dan. I do that to Dan.
She was doing her best. And you can pause.
Unless limbs are hanging off.
Absolutely.
You're okay.
Absolutely. Will we do our Ask Bimbo and Butch on this topic?
Aye.
Will we try it? Right. Show.
Oh, actually. There's one that I need to tell you.
Go for it.
Oh, no, someone sent it to me. I mean, how much would you cringe? I walked into a glass door on a first date.
Oh, that did happen to me one time on kind of a group date. That did happen to me.
A group date is alright. You can kind of all laugh about it, but like one-on-one.
It was worse. I had an audience. I nearly knocked myself out. I bust my lip and all. I knocked myself out. That was worse.
Hold on, actually. Right, okay. Did you run into it?
I was at a barbecue at somebody's house, and I was going from the inside to the outside, and everybody was outside, and I was the only person. But they obviously forgot about me and thought that everyone was outside, and they closed the glass thing, to keep the smoke away from the inside. And I was in the toilet, and I came out, and I went out with a bit of speed. And it wasn't running, but I wasn't walking slow. I was probably doing more of a canter. And I went slap bang, face first, and I stunned myself. Like, you see stars, stunned myself, bust my lip. And the girl I was going out with was outside with all her friends, and I nearly knocked myself out. And it was so embarrassing. So what would you do? I nearly died. I don't think I spoke for the rest of the barbecue. And then everyone's like, but when you hurt yourself? When you hurt yourself? And you want to pretend you didn't hurt yourself.
And you're in severe
pain.
All
I could think was, I think I've broken teeth. I've got a concussion. I'm not sure that my nose is okay. But I have to sit here and be tough as anything. So I was like, but I couldn't I didn't eat anything at the barbecue. I thought if I take a bite of something, my teeth are going to go with it. I was so embarrassed. And I was trying to play it really cool.
Going on as if that door didn't even affect you.
Like nothing happened. And then everyone was laughing. And I opened the door and I was like, and just went... about the rest of the barbecue, and I was like, "Oh, no, it's fine. No, it's fine." I was like, "No, it's fine, whatever." And I swear to God, it was, oh my God, the most horrific pain.
That's so funny.
so this has happened to someone else. What would I do? It's happened to me, and I just pretended it didn't happen. Laughed it off, pretended it didn't happen.
I don't know. This person just told me that they never said the outcome, but I think it would give me the ick. Say if I was holding that,
if someone walked in, it would give you the ick. If someone was near fatally injured,
I would let their hand go and walk on.
Oh my God.
I don't know, actually. I don't know. It depends on the level of how many dates have we been in, and if, I don't know. If it was me that walked on it, I would go with it. I would just pretend to be part of the door. I'd stick to it and be like, go on without me.
Never be seen again. We've got one here. I was dressed up. This clearly wasn't me. I was dressed in some barely there lingerie to send my partner while he was at work. I mistakenly put it up in my public story. It was up for about an hour before I realised I would die.
Says me sitting here with lingerie last week talking about all. Would you ever?
You're like, I've accidentally put this in my public story. Well, I would be more. Well, if I was sending, I would be mortified because obviously, like, this might be a shock to some, but I don't send sexy lingerie pictures.
Really?
I know it's a surprise.
Why?
And I should, and I have the body for it, but I just don't. I don't want to tease people, But if I was sending a picture to someone or a partner or whatever, if it was something where you didn't have anything on, or you had like underwear on or boxers on or whatever, I'd be sending something really stupid.
Hi.
Like doing a really stupid. It would be the ugliest picture you can imagine.
I'd be a pure gack.
Me too. So if that was to go on my public story, I would die. I would disappear.
It also depends what position she was in.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that.
What position are you like whenever you're...
I'd be like real, and sticking your belly out. And, like, I do not be looking good, you know what I mean? So I would be mortified.
Oh, I have my granny on Instagram, so that
Do you?
my granny's 93.
Oh wow!
I know, she's amazing.
That's amazing. My granny was 96. There.
I went to 11 or 8th.
Your dad tell you that one day?
Dan and Dad
when you robbed them
there last
I was messaging my friend ripping into some. Oh, it does happen.
What?
Ripping into someone that was in our friend circle. I accidentally sent the message to that person instead of my friend. Has that happened to you before?
Aye.
It's,
I don't know if I was
I've sent the
back
wrong
someone,
message to someone, but it hasn't been anything mean or nasty.
No, I wasn't rubbing.
But I would, if you said something about someone,
Would you not die? You'd have to follow it up with, let's have a chat
I would have
about this.
I'd have to follow it up with like my ma stole my phone or something. I would be
We're
really
holding Jenna hostage. £3 million.
Jenna's gone missing.
At
this one.
I was only with my partner a few weeks when I told him I loved him, and he just said thanks.
That's
Look
embarrassing.
at your hair.
Is it sticking
You
up?
look like a peacock
It's
or
the
cockatoo. What do you call them?
Cockatoo. It's the stress
Pet birds.
that's cringing. Is that alright now,
stress.
Julie?
The stress
Does it
of the
look good,
cringe.
Julie? She's like,
I should have just let it sit the way it was.
so I've been the person that has said thank you before,
So
and I actually don't like. I didn't really feel embarrassed for the other person. Do you know what I mean? But when I hear it like that, it is embarrassing.
aye.
Do you know?
I didn't feel embarrassed either.
Like if I said to someone I love you and they said thank you, I would be mortified.
I would die.
I would be,
I would die.
and especially because that is something that's a big deal. Do you know what I mean? And someone, have you ever done anything like that? Responded something like that?
Aye.
Have you?
I might have done the exact same as. In fact, listener number 4 is me.
I did it this
I
week.
said thank you.
Oh my god, yeah. That is very
Oh, if the shoes and all are foot, definitely I would die. I would rather walk into the glass door than that happen.
yeah.
I would don't know if I'd rather post a half naked photo in my public story over that. I'd rather not do any of those.
I just think I think that one's really hurtful if you're the person on the. Do you know what I mean?
But hold on, I was with my partner a few weeks.
Exactly. Well, it's kind of your own fault then. Do you know what I mean? If you say, but do people say I love you after a few weeks?
Well, this person did.
You pointed at yourself there. This person did.
In my notes.
I think after a few weeks, I think you have to be a bit more conservative than that.
Pretend you don't like them.
I don't think you can go in with I love you after a few weeks.
No.
That's too, in my opinion, maybe not for others if they met the love of their life, but for me that would be too quick. I would be freaked out.
Proposals, no.
I would be totally freaked out. I wouldn't be able to. No, not for me.
No, not after a few weeks.
No, too soon.
Too soon.
Absolutely. So that was lots of cringy stuff.
That was lots. I'm sweating.
We have way more. I'm sweating as well, thinking about some of the things. But
we actually do have some more.
So I think, are we gonna?
I think it's better that we get to roast ourselves as well, so no one else can roast us. We're doing it for we're trolling ourselves, so our trolls don't have to.
I think it's good. Yeah, I think it's good if we troll ourselves and just share our less than great moments.
And I encourage.
What are other people going to say that's worse than things that we've experienced?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
It's kind of like Eminem. Do you know the way Eminem always roasts himself?
You compare yourself to Eminem?
I am the female Eminem.
You do look a bit like Eminem, actually.
Fucking love
you
Eminem.
Do. I love Eminem as well.
Sure, we were on about this. It was our first album. His first.
The Curtain one?
No,
that was
it was Marshall Mathers.
But you're older than me.
I'm older than you, sorry.
So mine was the Curtain one I asked for it from Santa, did I tell you?
Santa?
Tell you,
did Santa bring you that? It's bad words, isn't it?
Santa didn't know that. So Santa brought me this, and it was also a blank disc with my uncle's writing on the front of it. And Santa brought, and I mean the filth. And I was listening to it in the car, and my mum went ballistic, and she was like, "What is that? Let's discuss this swear word." And I was like, "Santa brought me this. What do you mean?" But she clearly didn't know.
Burned.
Do you know
got
what I mean?
burnt by your uncle.
Oh, absolutely burnt by my uncle. So those Eminem is rough listening if you're like 9. You know what I mean? It is. and me going around
even if 37 sometimes the lyrics
it's
are like a wee
going.
bit, oh,
it is hard going.
Did he go there?
So yeah, we'll roast ourselves. So we will, you know, as always, send us your comments and things. Send us whatever you want. Tell us how much you love.
Send us whatever you want.
Tell us how much you love the podcast. Send us money. Send us jars of whatever you want. Send us cringy stories.
Send us your bank details front and back.
So, yeah, plus PIN and the CVC code. That would be fantastic.
And your thumbprint.
So, yes, please do watch and listen. You can watch on YouTube. And where can they find us? Listen.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere that you get your podcasts, you will be able to find us and watch us. And we will see you next week. I am Jenna, aka Bimbo.
And I'm Emer, aka Butch. See y'all later.
Bye.